Hi, welcome to another business video by Nan. I like grammar, and grammar is very important at work, especially conditionals. Now in English we have four types of conditionals. We have the zero conditional, the first, the second, the third, and we have a mixed conditional. So how do we use these different conditionals at work? So this can work on not only phrases, but also using the correct grammar. So I've put up some examples that might help you of using the different conditionals at work. The zero conditional is something that we use when it is something that is, it's a general truth. It's going to happen. It's not talking about the future, it's just talking about every day. And so normally we use the present simple and the present simple again. For example, if a company can't pay its overheads, normally it goes out of business. Overheads are like salaries or the rent or electricity. And go out of business is a phrasal verb which means to go bankrupt. So you'll notice, yes, we have a model here, but we could say if a company doesn't pay, so it's the present simple and present simple here. That's the zero conditional. The first conditional, which we know, that's the one we use the most, is something that is for something in the future. It's very real. So we use the present simple and then we use normally will. It's possible to use be going to, it's possible to use can or should or have to or the imperative, but will is the most common. If you buy 100 of this product, I will give you a 10% discount. So it sounds like it's a negotiation. The second conditional is also very common. Of course, that's when we're talking about the present, but maybe it's not real, it's not true, it's more hypothetical. So we're going to use the past simple verb, and instead of will, we're going to use would. We could use might here, but would is the most common. If you were a regular customer, I would cover the shipping, meaning I would pay for the shipping. And we have the third conditional, which is more complicated. And the third conditional, of course, is something in the past that didn't happen. So we're thinking about what if there was the opposite of what happened in the past. And we're going to use something called the past perfect. So the past perfect is had plus the past participle. And then we're going to use would, like in the second conditional, but we're going to use would plus have, always have, and the past participle. If we had checked the order again, we would have sent out the right amount. Notice I'm using this phrasal verb, not just sent, but I'm using sent out, meaning every part of sending it out was finished, it was complete. So this out means kind of complete. Let me say it again. If we had checked the order again, we would have sent out the right amount of products. A lot of times it's good to recheck the invoice. How much do they want of each product? And yes, it is possible to have a mixed conditional. So what does mixed conditional mean? Mixed conditional is when we can take the second and the third together and mix it. Sometimes we can begin with the second, with the if, and then in the second part we have the third conditional, or vice versa. And it's even possible to have the first and second together. I've seen it. But this one is really common. So if he worked harder, he would have gotten the promotion. So we see this as mixed because this is, if he worked harder now, he would have gotten the promotion in the past. So we can see that it's a very good mix of the second and third conditional. So these are the four conditionals that we have, plus the mixed one, so 5. And we have examples of how to use them at work. So I hope this helps out.